like, oh, okay, I know Rhino. And so I was surprised. I'm surprised that, and he was like, just leave it alone. He's really good at that fake. Well, normally, Skip, play action work when you can do what? When you can run the ball. You got Lamar Jackson that can run it. You got Mark Ingram that can run it. You got Gus Edwards that can run it. And they're one of the top 2 or 3 running. They're the #1 running team at over 200 yards a game. But when he brought that into the play. So should we think the reason why a lot of white baseball players are successful because people can't see the baseball coming out of their hand?
White pitchers?
Yeah. Come on, man. Stop that.
Stop it.
Hey, they were really good at that. I got a clip, Skip. I pulled a clip. And I'm going to show you, and I will need somebody to explain to me, why did this fake work so well? I got the clip, Broncos against the Cowboys. You remember this, Skip? That's Peyton Manning. Where is everybody at? The camera pulled. Look at this. The camera's gone. The camera doesn't even know Peyton Manning had the ball. Now, Peyton Manning got on a blue uniform. He's white and the football's brown. When you can run the football, when Peyton was in Indy, the way their play action worked so well, Skip, because they did a wide play action, it was like Peyton was running as fast as he could to try to stick the ball in Edgerrin James' hand. And everybody was trying to get over the top of it. And then he pulls up, and there's Reggie Wayne, there's Marvin Harrison being wide open. Skip, when you can run the ball, and these guys have gotten really good at it. Tom Brady's really good at play action because he doubles up like he's handing the ball off. Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, guys have gotten really good at sleight of hand. And that's what it is. When you can run it, you can be good at this. I just think that he was making a good point that Lamar Jackson, because this offense is similar to what he ran in college, is really good at sleight of hand. But when he threw the complexion of the guy's skin and the ball and the jersey, that's where he went a little bit too far for me. But he made a mistake. He apologized. Like I said, I know Rhino a little bit, and I was surprised that came from him. But he apologized, and I don't really think he meant anything by it.
So you know him well enough, you call him Rhino.
I do.
Usually when you're around somebody that much time, you get the drift or you sense the possibility they would be capable of making that statement, but he did not give you that impression at all?
No, none.
Interesting. So I don't know Tim Ryan. I know his background because he grew up in the Bay Area in San Jose, went to Oak Grove High School. Then, as you said, he went down Southern California to USC, and he became their all-time leading tackler.
He had 20 sacks, I think, his senior season.
He did. I think that's still the record. And he went and played for the Bears for 5 years, had a neck injury that prematurely cut short his career, and then he got into the media. He's been various places, including here for a while. And then he became... Back in 2016, he became the commentator on the radio broadcast for the 49ers. And I'm assuming he grew up loving the 49ers because he tends to get over-emotional about them. There was a little incident during the radio broadcast the other day from Baltimore in which he got worked up because a fan kept jumping up in front of him in the press box because the last row of the seats is right there below the press box. And he yelled at him, "You got a big mouth too, shut up. I've had enough of this guy standing up in front of us the whole game." And then he said, "Sorry to the fans out there, my goodness." So he does tend to go off the hook occasionally. But I'm not giving him any excuse for that.
No, there's no excuse for it.
Look, I don't know what to say about this. It's not the magnitude of Riley Cooper having a few drinks at a country concert and using the N-word, plural. And getting captured on cell phone video as saying that. So it's not that magnitude, but...
What was the Dodgers guy, Skip, the general manager, that said...
Al Campana.
Yes, it's not that.
About can't swim, as I recall.
Or what, couldn't manage, it was he said something like that, or they were bred to do certain things. And
so I don't know what his point was. Is he saying Lamar has an unfair advantage because of his skin color, because the ball gets somehow...
Well, if that was the case, there should have been a lot more black quarterbacks in the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
That's true. You got it. Bingo. So the only silver lining to this for me is every time these things, these comments rear their ugly heads, the only positive upshot is maybe it wakes up a few more people to say, maybe it sensitizes people out there. What are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you saying? How can you be this out of touch? How can you say that? How can it part your lips,
Right.
you know, like pass your lips.
I don't think, and what role does Lamar Jackson legs play in this? I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Well, I would agree.
But like I said, Skip, I know him. I hadn't spoken to him in a long time, and we did radio for 3-4 years together. So like I said, I got a good sense. We're on location a few times, and so I've been around him in his presence, and I never gathered this. Now, can't speak to what a guy would say in his own home, but I'm saying around me, Skip.
Okay,
I never got that from him.
Okay, so I'm sensing from you, because you feel very strongly about any of these sorts of comments,
Yes.
that you would be willing to give him a second chance?
Yes, I
Okay.
would. Yes,
All right.
yes, I would.
So you would accept his apology and that he should be reinstated and get...
Well, that's going to be, he should reach out to Lamar Jackson.
Well,
that's what he should do. I mean, apologizing to the people that were listening is one thing, but you need to call him and explain to him that you didn't mean anything by it, and you were just trying to, and I know what he's trying to say, Skip, but like I said, you got to leave in certain situations. You got to leave. I mean, when you start talking about race, is still a touchy subject, Skip.
should be.
It's still touchy, and people, especially now, people are really hypersensitive. Just the guy's really good at this. I mean, they can run the football, and he's gotten so good at sleight of hand because now, I mean, what he's doing. I mean, you watch Lamar, he'll take the ball, have it in his right hand, but he'll take the like he had put his left hand in Mark Ingram's belly, and he'll put the ball by his leg. Well, Mark Ingram rolled over. You think he has the ball.
Yep.
And then here he is peeling out of the back. That's why it's so hard. That's why you have to play your responsibility, Skip.
You do.
And sometimes 24, the DB had his responsibility played perfect. Lamar's not even looking at him. And what'd he do? Juke him out of his shoes. So you can play it right. If you play it wrong, you got no chance. And even if you play it right, he can make you miss. But like I said, I know Tim a little bit. I've never got this from him, being around him in his presence.
Okay.
And so, Skip, I don't think this should be a death sentence. I don't think the man should lose his career over this comment.
Well, my final takeaway is I keep telling you, this is the reason I'm offended by even where he's starting to go with this comment. Lamar Jackson is not yet getting enough credit for his football IQ.
Right.
He is a wizard.
Right.
Decision-making. I'm starting to see Brady Payton sort of consistent decision-making, not only at the mesh point, but in choosing the best open receiver.
Right.
He's deadly accurate. He is slicing and dicing everybody up. And they're playing some good teams, and he's dominating this sport mentally as well as physically.
Skip, he's going to break Michael Vick's rushing record.
Yep.
But the dude has thrown for 24 touchdowns.
He has.
So don't make it seem like the only reason he's successful is because, the play fake. No, he's doing some good things in the passing game also.
He's doing
so don't shortchange him.
Exactly.
He's revolutionizing the quarterback position right now, and we're watching it and in such a short period of time, and that is what we should all be talking about in terms of his play. All right, well, I appreciate that conversation from both you guys, and we're going to shift gears to a little bit more about the Cowboys. Do you believe, Jason Witten, that all the Cowboys would run through a wall for Jason Garrett now?